Shri Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Paschat Desh Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advait Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha आनन्दलीलामय विग्रहाय हेमाभिदिव्यैर्छविसुन्दराय तस्मै महाप्रेमरसप्रदाय चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So today we are starting this 8th chapter from the book Teachings of Lord Caitanya. The avatars of the Supreme Lord. These days they make movies like Avatar and people go to watch it and it is all crap, nonsense, fictional, no sense. But here we are talking about the actual meaning of avatar and the avatars of the Supreme Lord. So Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued explaining to Sri Sanatan Goswami about Lord Krishna's avatar or incarnations, which are his expansions. Whose expansions? Krishna's expansions. And they come to the material creation. The word avatar means one who descends from the spiritual sky. The word avatar, or when we say incarnation, it means avatar. It comes from the word avatarit. Avatarit is descending from the spiritual world, from the spiritual sky. In the spiritual sky, there are innumerable Vaikuntha planets. And from these planets, the expansions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, come into this universe. Therefore, Avatar. The first descent of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, from the expansion of Sri Shankarshan is the first Purush incarnation or avatar, first Purush avatar. It is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, third chapter, text number 1, that when the Supreme Personality of Godhead descends as the first Purush incarnation of the material creation, he, that is Krishna, immediately manifests 16 elementary energies known as Mahavishnu. So now the Mahavishnu is the first expansion from Shankarsan, the first Purush avatar, Mahavishnu. And Mahavishnu enters into the material creation and he lies within the causal ocean. For it is he who is the original incarnation in the material world. So Mahavishnu is the original incarnation in this material world, the first incarnation who enters in the material world, Mahavishnu. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 6, Text 42, states that he is the Lord of time, nature, cause and effect, mind, ego, the 5 physical elements, the Panch Mahabhut, earth, water, fire, ether, and wind. So the 5 physical elements, the 3 modes of nature, the senses, and the universal form. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam 2.6.42, it is stated that Mahavishnu, he is the Lord of time, nature is Prakriti, Kal, Prakriti, cause and effect. Whatever is happening and whatever is the effect of it, cause of all causes, cause and effect. Mind, ego, our mind, so the ego, the 5 physical elements, Pancha Mahabhut, the 3 modes of nature, that is Three modes of nature are Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic. These three modes of nature. The senses that we have, our eyes, nose, ears, touch, tongue, um, eyes, nose, ears, touch, and tongue. So the five senses and the universal form. He is the independent master of all the moving and non-moving living beings in the material world. The influence of material nature cannot reach beyond the Viraja. This causal ocean, the name of this causal ocean is Viraja, Viraja river, Viraja Nadi. So the influence of the material nature on this side of Viraja is this material creation, on the other side is the spiritual sky. In between there is Viraja river. So this material nature and the effects of this material nature and everything, the influence of this material nature cannot reach beyond the Viraja or the causal ocean where Mahavishnu is lying. And this is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam 2.9.10. Neither the modes of material nature, this goodness, passion, ignorance, sattva, raja, tama, these three modes of material nature, even they cannot go beyond Viraja river, nor the material time. Material time means the time in this material world, past, present, future, this moving time. This does not impact the spiritual world. In spiritual world, everything is eternal. Our original identity, so Krishna is ever youth when he is in his Madhurya Ras pastimes. So he's always youthful, he's never old, he's always the same 16 years or 17 years. So he's eternally the same age. If a Manjari is 5 years old, the Manjari is eternally 5 years old. The Manjari never becomes 5 years and 1 day or 5 years and 2 days. Eternally 5 years. Every day is 5 years. So that is the eternity of the spiritual world. And this material world time does not impact, cannot go beyond the Viraja river. So the material time also has no influence on the Vaikuntha planets. On those planets, the Vaikuntha planets, the liberated associates of Krishna live eternally. Nitya Siddha. Nitya Siddha. They are eternally liberated. So these associates of Lord Krishna, they live there eternally. And they are worshipped by both the demigods and the demons in these Vaikuntha planets. Demigods are also worshipping these liberated associates of Lord Krishna. Material nature acts in two capacities, as Maya and Pradhan. Maya is the direct cause and Pradhan refers to the elements of the material manifestation. So whatever we see, chara and achara, moving and non-moving, whatever material manifestation we see, the elements, that is Pradhan. And Maya is the direct cause of this Pradhan, or of this of these the movement or the activities that are happening in the material manifestation. So Maya is the cause, the direct cause of it. When the first Purush avatar, Mahavishnu, glances over material nature becomes agitated, and the Purush avatar thus impregnates matter with the living entities. Simply by the glance of Mahavishnu, the consciousness is created, and this consciousness is known as the Mahat Tattva. What is most important in us, in every body? What is the most important aspect which determines that the body is living? Let me see who can answer. You can raise your hand. What is it that confirms that the body is living? This is a question, so you can raise your hand and answer. Oh, no one? You can give it a try. What is the reason of the body being alive? Yes. Yes, Lokamohan Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, because we have consciousness.
Hari Bol Jai. Thank you so very much, Prabhu. Yes, that is the correct answer. It is the consciousness. It is because of the consciousness that there is life in the body, or the body is moving, the body is doing various activities, the mind is thinking, the intelligence is working. Everything is because of this consciousness. And this consciousness, how does it come? Just by the glance of Mahavishnu upon the material nature. Just by glancing, Mahavishnu impregnates, and that is how the consciousness is created. And then this consciousness, it is known as the Mahat Tattva. The predominating deity of the Mahat Tattva is Vasudev. This created consciousness is then divided into three departmental activities according to the three gunas or the modes of material nature. So there is consciousness in the mode of goodness, which is described in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. The predominating deity of consciousness in mode of goodness is Aniruddha. There is consciousness in the mode of passion, produces intelligence. And this predominating in this case is Pradyumna, and he is the master of the senses. Consciousness in the mode of ignorance causes the production of ether and the ear. Ether means everything that we do not see, but all the activities or actions are happening because of this ether, this space, the sky that is there. Just imagine you enter a room which is full of furniture. There is no space to walk. Is it possible to walk in such a room or do any kind of activity in such a room? It is not possible. So therefore, there has to be some space in order to do something in that room. That is ether. So this consciousness in the mode of ignorance causes the production of ether, the sky, and the ear. The cosmic manifestation is a combination of all these modes, and in this way, innumerable universes are created. No one can count the number of universes. Hare Krishna. These innumerable universes are produced from the pores of Mahavishnu's body. As innumerable atoms pass through the tiny holes in a screen, innumerable universes similarly emanate from the pores of Mahavishnu's body. Just as we sweat. So when we are working too hard or doing something, we start sweating. What is it? It is the toxins coming out of our body through the tiny pores, tiny holes that are there on our skin, the surface of the skin. Similarly, these tiny holes that are there on the surface of Mahavishnu's body, Mahavishnu, when he breathes out, he is emanating these universes. Innumerable universes are emanated from the pores of Sri Mahavishnu's body. As he breathes out, the innumerable universes are produced, and as he inhales, they are annihilated. They are again sucked back inside. All of the energies of Mahavishnu are spiritual. They have nothing to do with the material energy. In the Brahma Samhita 5.48, it is stated that the predominating deity of each universe, the Brahma, lives only during one breath of Mahavishnu. The Brahma, imagine the lifespan of Brahma is in relation to the lifespan of humans in this earthly planet is so vast. But this Brahma's lifespan is actually just one breath of Mahavishnu. After one breath, this Brahma will get changed. So the Brahma that is right now in this position will change. I mean, it depends on the decision of Mahavishnu, of course. The most qualified person becomes the most qualified Jivatma becomes becomes Brahma. So it is stated the predominating deity of each universe, Brahma. Brahma is the predominating deity of each universe, and he lives only during one breath of Mahavishnu. Thus, Mahavishnu is the original super soul of all the universes and the master of all universes as well. So, we'll read one more paragraph and then we'll pause. The second Vishnu incarnation, Garbhodakashai Vishnu, enters each and every universe, spreads perspiration from his body, and lies down on that water. Now, when we should not think that, so perspiration, we are not talking about some material living entity. In the material world is the perverted reflection of the spiritual world. In the spiritual world, everything is Satchidananda Vigraha. Everything is Satchidanand. and everything is transcendental. It is not like how we sweat here and then there is bad smell coming because it is the perverted reflection. But when the Lord sweats, it is actually more purer and more um, enchanting, alluring than even the sweetest of the sweetest nectar or the best of the best milk, organic milk that you can find in this world or in this universe. So, this the Lord, Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, he enters into each and every universe, and there in the universe, he perspires, and that perspire becomes the water on which he is lying down himself. From his navel grows the stem of a lotus flower, and on that lotus flower, the first creature, Brahma, is born within the stem of that lotus flower. Now, the stem is growing from Lord Garbhodaksha Vishnu's navel. Now, on the stem, lotus flower is above the stem, and Lord Brahma is the first created being, is seated on the lotus flower. But the stem that is there, connecting Lord Brahma and Garbhodakashayi Vishnu's navel, what is there? The 14 divisions of planetary systems, which are created by Brahma. In the form of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, the Lord maintains each universe and tends to its needs. Whatever is required by that universe, that is taken care by, that is provided by Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. He is within each material universe. So there are 14 divisions of planetary systems. There are lower planetary systems, middle planetary systems, and upper planetary systems within this stem. Now imagine we are talking about Garbhodakashayi Vishnu who has entered into each universe. Now like this, there are millions and millions and millions, trillions, zillions, whatever terms are there. Those many number of universes. In every universe, there is the presiding deity. Um, the first incarnation, Mahavishnu. From him all these various universes are coming out, and within these universes, Mahavishnu is again entering as Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. And now from Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, he is perspiring, and the water that is created, he is lying on that ocean, and from his navel, Brahma is, this lotus flower is sprouted, and on the lotus flower Brahma is there. Then Brahma meditates, and Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashita. So Brahma is the knowledge of what he's supposed to do and who he is and who is the Supreme Lord. All this knowledge has been revealed to him through his tapasya within his heart. And after revealing this, Brahma starts creating. So the 14 planetary system starts coming in this, on this stem. So millions of universes within the universe, this is happening. And within universe, there are so many planetary systems. It's not that there is one planet. Lower planetary systems means there are many planets in that lower system. Then there are many planets, and this Bhumandal. In this Bhumandal, there are many planets actually. Then again, on the upper planetary systems also, there are many planets. All these, um, the Swarga Log and all these things. So they are also there, upper planetary systems. So within the stem of that lotus flower are the 14 divisions of planetary systems which are created by Brahma. In the form of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, the Lord maintains each universe and tends to its needs. Although he is within each material universe, the influence of the material energy cannot touch him. When it is required, this very same Lord Vishnu takes the form of Lord Shiva and annihilates the cosmic creation. The three secondary incarnations, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, are the predominating deities of the three modes of material nature. The master of the universe, however, is Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, who is worshipped as the Hiranyagarbha, the super soul. Hiranyagarbha super soul. The Vedic hymns describe him as having thousands of heads. This Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. So, Krishna willing, we'll continue reading tomorrow. And thank you very much for your very wonderful association. Vancha kalpatrubhyasya kripa sindhubhaiva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री जय पताका स्वामी गुरु महाराज की जय।
की जय।
जय गौर प्रेमानंदे।
दे हरि हरि बोल।
माता जी की जय।